Hey everyone, so this would be a bit of a tutorial on the Amazon Fire devices here. We are going to be using an HD 10 Plus just because it's the biggest, but it is the same on all of the devices, with the exception a little bit on the new Fire 7, which now has Fire OS 8. All of the other devices at the time of making this video still have Fire OS 7. We'll get to the differences at the end of this video with the new OS 8. There's just a couple minor things. Well, kind of big things, but kind of minor things, depending on what you use your device for. So we have our main home page here. We see home, for you, and library. On our home page, you have this up top button, or up top menu here. So you have your last two used apps, and then discover. You can kind of gives you recommendations of things the device thinks you might like. We have a whole bunch of apps that are built in. So you have Shop Amazon, Silk Browser, which is just an internet browser, and it's actually pretty decent, but it runs off of Bing, not Google. You have the Amazon App Store, Prime Video, Amazon Kids, a bunch of utilities, Kindle, Amazon Music, Audible, Freebie, Photos, Games, Amazon A, Goodreads, Email, Camera, Settings, File. All those you cannot get rid of. I also have on here Google Play Store, Roblox, YouTube, and YouTube Studio. Tapping and holding any of these will bring up a menu here. So you have Edit Home Screen, and you can see the app's information. You hit Edit Home Screen. They will kind of sit here and bounce, as you can see. Anything with an X, which is just stuff you have downloaded, you can delete. Stuff Amazon gave you, you cannot delete, which kind of stinks. Hitting this button will just get back to how the main screen here. We'll get rid of the editing screen. I hit For You. This is mostly recommendations, and there's a whole bunch of them. So it'll give you games, it'll give you books, it'll give you recommendations for pretty much everything. Also give you your recently used apps. Your temperature is up there. Don't know why it says Seattle, Washington. I'm in Illinois, but probably don't have access allowed yet. You go over here to library, and this will give you mostly stuff you have downloaded before or you have on your device currently, along with some more recommendations. Personally, I just keep it on the home screen, but those are there. Up top here, we have a search bar along with a voice search bar if you want. You have your time. You also have settings. You have if your how your Wi-Fi signal is, and then battery percentage along with a little icon there. On the bottom here we have our smart home features. So you hit that. If you have anything smart home related, you can hook it up to your device and turn it on through your device. We have our back button here. We have our home button there. So we'll open up an app here. We hit back. It'll get you out of that if you just got into it. Otherwise, hitting the circle gets you back home. And then hitting the square will bring up any apps you have open. So open up files here. You can see we'll have both our apps open. When you're on this display here, tapping this little arrow will bring open this little menu. You have app information and then split screen. Hitting split screen will bring you to, like it says, split screen, which it doesn't want to cooperate right now. But it'll bring you to split screen so you can have two different apps open at once. Not all Fire devices have that, but I think it's actually only the 10 and the 10 Plus because they have bigger screens. I don't think the 8 or the 7 do because they're just a small screen device, which is why. Alright, if we swipe down from the top, and we'll do it one more time here, it gives you different options here. So we have our brightness settings. We have a show mode, so if you wanted to turn your device into like a Amazon Echo Show, you can do it right there. You turn it on and off there. I'll tell you the name of your device, again the date and the day, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, airplane mode, blue shade, which gives you it's supposed to be better for nighttime on your eyes and help you sleep a bit better if you use your devices at night. It kind of turns it into more of an ambery type display. It kind of gets rid of blue light. Amazon A's hands-free mode. Turn her on or off. Your auto rotate or stuck on portrait or landscape. Do not disturb. Your low power mode. So if your device is dying on you and you still need to use it, you can turn on that. It'll use less power, less battery consumption. Then your storage there. Down here we have settings for, bring you to your settings, your help, and then different profiles. And then we also have settings right here as well. If you tap and hold any of these, it'll bring you to the actual setting. So again, we'll go to like blue shade here. So just tap and hold it. Couple of nice features on Amazon Fire devices. If you go into your utilities, you go into docks, it'll bring up any docks you have on here. But that is right, they are going to be deleting this pretty soon, which kind of stinks. But if you were to hit the plus here, the plus one more time, you can actually do a document, spreadsheet, and presentation. But this is going to be going away actually next month. Then if we go into our files here, which is actually what we just went to, you can do the same thing. And this will give you all of your downloads as well. So downloads, your cloud stuff, you can send it to Kindle. You have your images, videos, audio, and anything recent. One more very important thing, if you guys want to download Google Play Store or anything else off of the internet browser, you have to go into your settings, have to go into security and privacy. Then we'll find apps from unknown sources. Then you'll hit Silk Browser, and you'll have to turn this to where it's like amber colored. Turn it on. Otherwise, you cannot download anything off of the internet browser. And here is the brand new 2022 Amazon Fire 7. This now gives you Fire OS 8. Everything else is still running Fire OS 7, sadly, at the time of this video. Hopefully, they'll be pushing OS 8 to devices very soon. But it is a tad bit different. So if we swipe down again, get rid of these things real fast. Swipe down one more time there. You have, again, you have Wi-Fi, you have your brightness, your Bluetooth, airplane mode. Now you have dark theme, so go ahead and hit that. So you either have non-dark theme, or I think a lot of people do like dark theme turned on, so it turns everything darker. Amazon A still auto rotate and whatnot. Swiping over or hitting this little icon here, which is a new icon, you get the rest of your rest of the icons here. So we have that blue shade again. Now we have a built-in screen recorder, which works actually very, very well, even on the Fire 7. Again, do not disturb, low power mode, storage, and then also a camera button, which just opens up the camera. Also have invert colors. You guys can, if anybody knows what that does, let me know. I've pushed it and mine doesn't seem to do anything. So I'm not really sure what that one is actually for. But the biggest thing with Fire OS 8 now is the screen recorder, dark mode, and this little camera button here. Then you can also edit these if you want to by hitting edit. Otherwise, it is the same as on that guy. Then looking on the outside of these devices, take a quick look at the 7 real fast. You have one speaker here, which is different on the 10 and the 8, where you have actually 2 speakers. And then on top here we have volume rocker, power button, mics, 2 mics, your USB Type-C for charging, which means it charges up faster than they used to. And then we have a headphone jack there. On the side, you have up to 1 terabyte of micro SD card expansion. On older devices, it was not as much, but on any other newer devices, which would be, let me get that back in there, the 2020 Amazon Fire HD 8, the 2021 10 like we have here, and then the new Fire 2022 Fire 7 audio up to 1 terabyte SD, micro SD. Nothing on the bottom. Again, on the side here is your speakers. The back, besides for my nasty looking fingerprints, you have a camera there, and then we also have a camera here. If we look at an old device such as the Fire 7, sorry about all the fingerprints on there, it's a little bit different. You have a camera up here instead of on the side like they are on the new devices. And then instead of USB type C, we have micro USB here. Otherwise, it is basically the same, just a little bit of a different layout. So those are the basics to Fire devices. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. As always, I really do appreciate y'all watching. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.